In terms of comedy, we're all playing softball, and she's playing another sport that won't be invented for 5,000 years. You'll see a picture of Emily Goo right next to the definition of class act. She brought it. She brought it. You can't teach that to somebody. You can't take a pill. You have it or you don't have it. Most people don't have it. I don't have it. But she had it. She had lots of it. And I'll never forget her.
I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by.
I found her in the bathroom of Planet Hollywood selling perfumes. Man, I knew from the minute I saw her, man, she had it going on, man. She was green, she was innocent. I made her a star. You know, man, that's what I do, man. I live in the future. I see the future, and I'm already past it. You know, I was already here when we started this interview.
Well, we met in 1987. It was right after Brazil won the World Cup. We were on a pontoon boat off the Florida Keys somewhere, and she's with this French girl, and I knew she was French because she had hella pussy hair coming out of her swimsuit in the crotch. It was disgusting. But I knew she was French because the lady had a bad attitude and the pussy hair. Luckily, Emily was not French, didn't have pussy hair coming out of her swimsuit. And like we really hit it off. Like there's a lot of things you don't know about her. She's really a racist. She hates literally everyone who's not Mexican. It's weird. You have to love hate to, really understand it. I mean, I don't make up the rules. The rules make up themselves. I mean, the birds take baths because they read a manual. They bathe because they're tired and they're hot and they can't go to First Squeeze and buy overpriced drinks.
Growing up, I remember, my mom telling me, Walford, you're a stupid piece of shit who'll never be funny. And until I met Emily Giulardi, I thought I was a big dummy. When I was trying out, I tripped and smashed my nose into a wall when I was getting on stage, and she laughed and laughed. That's when I knew that anybody could be funny.
The best part about working with Emily Gloon, try working with a master of her craft. Not a master of one craft, but a master of multiple crafts. I mean, we're talking comedy, we're talking serious theatrical acting, mimery, puppetry, dance, song. She sewed from hand all of the costumes that we've ever used in the Unwatchables. Master wig maker, using her own hair and the hair of her family members to make wigs by hand. I mean, she was master arborist. I had her pruning my fruit trees. The yield we're getting is insane. She reupholstered a seat for my car. Ventriloquism. Imagine incredible talent. And talk about a triple threat. I mean, that was, I don't know how many things that was that I list off, maybe 12 or 13. I don't know what you would even call that. But 12 or 13 threat.
Emily Gorbachev and I fuck on occasion. We met at a Chili's after a personal inquiry I had made on Craigslist. Until I got the email, I didn't know she was into comedy or shit like that. We mainly kept our private lives private and our privates public.
More important than anything else, Emily Gagong, she taught me math.
You didn't know math before you met her?
No, it's not a prerequisite for the Unwatchables.
But now you can count.
I'm not very good at it, but
Would you say?
I guess now we can't count on Emily being part of the Unwatchables. So I think I'll miss most of all Emily Guigni's way about life. She had a thirst for life, and she was always thirsty. Like she was walking around in the desert all the time. So she thirsts for life more than a normal person who's just walking around in the city. Because in the city, you don't get that thirsty. Unless it's a really hot day. Then you get really thirsty.
I'll never forget, we're filming her Birds of a Feather sketch, I believe it was, and she had the concept all lined out, and Dan was working the camera, and Dan was making sure we were all prepped and in costume, and Dan was yelling irrelevant things off set, and it made us all come together as a team, and that particular sketch was so Emily G. I mean,
That's the wrong Emily. That was Emily B. that was in there.
Oh, that was Emily B's sketch. Well, what can you say about Emily G that I didn't just say about Emily B?
Want an interesting story? I knew her quite well. Emily Guigni. I remember her first show. We were backstage before her first sketch, the first time she was ever on stage, ever. And she was so nervous. She turned white as a sheet, she was shaking around, sweating like a hog. And I slapped her across the face and said, "Look, these rubes, when you get out there on the stage, just look at all these stupid, ugly, inbred people in the audience. Look at these hideous morons. They'll laugh at anything. You're gonna do all right. Maybe not as good as me, but you'll do pretty good." She went out there and did adequate. I saved the scene, and the show went off without a hitch. Yeah, whatever happened to Emily G? Oh, that's too bad. You want to hear more about me?
What's your number one memory of Emily G?
Well, it was... She didn't have pussy hair coming out of her swimsuit. That was my favorite one.
Here's me, Dan Graham, right here. Jim Carrey, Groucho Marx, Emily Guigni blows them all out of the water. It's just, she's in a League of Her Own. She's not in the movie. She wasn't in that. She would have been great in the League of Her Own, though. If they had cast her, which they should have done, she would have been amazing in all the parts. I think they could do that with computer technology now. They could probably CG her face onto every actor, cut Madonna out completely, and just have Emily play every person in the film A League of Her Own. She's the best.
I would bring a 6-pack of waters to practice, and 10 minutes in, she will have drunk them all. And then I would say, "Emily, why did you drink all this water?" And she would look at me, stare me right in the eyes, and she would just tell me, "Because I'm thirsty." And even though I knew she wasn't really as thirsty as one could be that had drunk all that water, I could look into her eyes and I saw she really had to pee. Probably because she drank all. She had a thirst for life and a thirst for water, and she drank it all. And I'm gonna miss her. Excuse me. Can I get some water?
And taught her how to dance. Taught her how to break the fourth wall and just grab the fourth wall by its nuts. I taught her what it means to laugh, you know?
If you had to compare Emily Guigni to a Muppet, which Muppet would she be and why?
Rolf. Because she may not be ethnic or a dog or a piano player, but Emily Guigni, she can really take a hand up the butt.
Any particular fond memories of Emily that you're going to miss when she's gone? Is there something about her that just you can't live without?
Sure. Emily Globada had breathtaking tits. I think that's what I'm gonna miss the most.
Like, you know, cut off your arm and leg and put it in a coffin and go to that funeral. I mean, it's not, you can't, sorry, excuse me. God damn it. God damn it.
These rumors about Emily Guigni being in Portland, Oregon are insulting, they're unfounded. She didn't move to Oregon with her family. Why would she leave us? That's insane. She's just gone. That's life. Sometimes people are just gone. If you could just magically bring her back, I would say to Emily Guigni, thank you, I honor you, I bless you on your journey.
Emily has the truth. That's what's funny. That's what's real. I taught her that.
She was my best friend, my Siamese twin, myself, but a better version of myself.
She was either a blonde or a brunette or a redhead. She was definitely one of those three.
You are like a sensei I thought only happened in Ninja Turtle movies. Namaste.
I get emotional thinking about it. Everything I made her and how fucking wonderful I am. Fucking brings tears to my eyes. Shit.
You are so beautiful.